Let's start. Unit 18. Number 1. Unless your company offers a class on how to give and receive feedback, don't assume those around you, including your boss, know how to give negative feedback. They may be too aggressive, too direct, maybe even a little mean. Perhaps they are bad at giving feedback because no one ever taught them how. Or perhaps they've had bosses who were bad at giving them feedback. Try to brush aside the stuff that offends or upsets you to really try to hear what they are saying you can do better next time. And if they only tell you things like, "Don't let that happen again," then work to figure out what you can do better next time, so that it doesn't actually happen again. Preparing to solve a problem for next time feels better than getting upset about our failure to solve it this time. Unit 18. Number 2. I am sure you have heard something like, "You can do anything you want, if you just persist long and hard enough." Perhaps you have even made a similar assertion to motivate someone to try harder. Of course, words like these sound good, but surely they cannot be true. Few of us can become the professional athlete, entertainer, or movie star we would like to be. Environmental, physical, and psychological factors limit our potential and narrow the range of things we can do with our lives. Trying harder cannot substitute for talent, equipment, and method, but this should not lead to despair. Rather, we should attempt to become the best we can be within our limitations. We try to find our niche. By the time we reach employment age, there is a finite range of jobs we can perform effectively. Unit 18 Exercises. Number 01. Years ago, an author wrote about his theory that people in the workplace eventually rise above their level of competence. This may be the case in some circumstances, but it is far from the norm. My experience has been that most people limit themselves from ever reaching their career potential. They convince themselves that they are happy where they are and have no desire to rise farther. In reality, they are usually afraid of failure or have some other insecurity that prevents them from risking another career move. They either forgot or never learned that the capacity of ordinary humans to achieve extraordinary success lies within themselves. Don't shortchange your life. Aim high, because we usually hit what we aim at. Unit 18. Number 02. We never seem to doubt that an animal acting hungry feels hungry. What reason is there to disbelieve that an elephant who seems happy is happy? We recognize hunger and thirst while animals are eating and drinking, exhaustion when they tire, but deny that they are experiencing joy and happiness as they're playing with their children and their families. The science of animal behavior has long operated with that bias, and that's unscientific. In science, the simplest interpretation of evidence is often the best. When elephants seem joyous in joyful contexts, joy is the simplest interpretation of the evidence. Their brains are similar to ours, they make the same hormones involved in human emotions, and that's evidence, too. So let's not assume. But let's not bury evidence. The end. Good job.